Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is David once again for WEAREGROWTHHACK, and I'm here with Shivali Patel. Welcome back to our channel. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. It's a sunny day. They are working on my pool right now, so a lot of noise. So this is the second video that we're doing with Shivali with Helium 10. We talked about the black box in the previous video. We're gonna put the link somewhere here with Shivali. She gave us a very nice introduction to this amazing tool. And today, what are we going to talk about today?
So today we're going to dive into we'll start for this video. We'll be doing one of our keyword research tools, which will be Cerebro. So Cerebro is our reverse ASIN lookup tool where you can find a bunch of different keywords that your competitor, your ASIN is using that you are taking a look at.
That's amazing. And this is, I am definitely sure, one of the best-selling tool, one of the most useful tool for Helium 10. Remind us a little bit about your background, Shivali, because we just see a very nice, good-looking lady here, but maybe not everyone knows that you are actually an Amazon seller yourself, right? For how long you've been selling on Amazon for?
So I've been selling on Amazon for about 3 years now, and I'm a brand evangelist with Helium 10 as well.
That's really cool. Yeah, so I think actually, Shivali, you're a very good, inspiration for a lot of young entrepreneurs out there. In this channel, we always try to share different stories, and this is super cool. We're both working remotely. I think you're doing an amazing job. So yeah, I give you the screen. So feel free to do your magic. Show us how to get the best out of Cerebro, and our viewers just can't wait to see this. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so this right here is Cerebro. It's our reverse ASIN lookup. As I mentioned, you can enter up to 10 product ASINs separated by a comma or a space. Now, as usual, on all of our tools, we usually have a learn option. So if you want to get more in depth about how to use this tool, this would be a great place to go so you can get an understanding of that. We also have a drop-down menu where you can navigate to the marketplace that you want to take a look at. Right now, we're going to stay in the United States marketplace. And we also have a section for history. So if you click on this, you would be able to queue up any of your previous searches that you do for Cerebro. Now, as I mentioned, you would want to type in an ASIN here, but to actually see all of these columns and get an understanding for what they might mean, let's go ahead and put in an ASIN. So I'm going to navigate here to a wooden egg tray, the Helium 10 wooden egg tray, actually, which is currently the Amazon choice. And I'm just going to quickly grab the ASIN because I have the Chrome extension installed here. So let's go back and paste that in. And then I can click get keywords. So we'll search for the keywords that are associated to this product. Now I'm going to do a new search just because that way it's a more recent analysis, but I have searched this before. So as you saw, if you type in an ASIN that you've searched up before, it will definitely allow you to queue it up from your history too. So as you can see, it shows you the ASIN. Now I only entered one ASIN. As it said before, you can enter up to 10. And if that happens, you'll see more of a distribution of an average of those ASINs. So information that has to do with all of the ASINs that you type in. But for the time being, this is the product, as you saw, that we searched up. It shows you distribution. So total keywords. So these are the number of keywords that were returned in search. As you can see, it says right here, about 1,900. We also have organic keywords. So these are keywords that appear in the all the keywords that were returned in the search results. How many of those are showing up in the top 306 positions? So usually when you go to Amazon, you'll have a certain amount of pages. I believe that's 7 pages that'll show you. Let's see if we can find it. This is at 40, but if you keep going, when you get all the way to the end of that page, you'll have 306 organic positions. So that's what it's showing here. This product is showing up for 963 of these key phrases in the top 306 organic positions. Sponsored keywords, it's the top 96 positions. So we have 654 different keywords that this particular product we we typed in or searched for is showing up in sponsored results for. So as you can see here, the sponsored is indicated by this little sponsored marker. So we have 3 right here. If you keep going down, I'm sure we'll find more. Here's a 4th one. So there would be 96 like that in these search results. And if the product that you type in, the ASIN that you type in is showing up for those keywords that are being listed below, it'll tell you how many of those it's showing up for, which is pretty cool. Amazon recommended has to do with the keywords that Amazon recommends you run paid ads for. So this is, again, a recommendation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get the best results out of it, but it is something to take into consideration. You can either completely trust it or take it with a grain of salt, completely up to you. But that also shows up right down here in this column, as you can see. So this is based on one of Amazon's algorithms that it does have, and it basically compares the keywords to the actual ASIN. So it evaluates, I guess, past history to identify what would work best. Now, this ASIN is frequently bought together with these products. You can also click View Frequently Bought Together. And this is really cool because you can see what are some of the other things that people are buying. So I don't even know what this is. I only want 2 cats. Don't judge me. Interesting. No idea what this is, but it looks like some sort of decor.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
People who buy the egg tray are also buying this. But, you know, that's something we would have never known if it weren't for a tool like this that can identify such large data to really discern what is it that people are really buying with the product that you are possibly going into or going to start selling, or even if you're just looking at a competitor's products to figure out, oh, well, how else can I expand my brand? This is a great way to figure out what else are your consumers really looking at. So I don't know what this is either.
I think in this particular case, it's like people looking for gifts, like for the kitchen or for anything. And then this particular thing looks like some decoration stuff.
Yeah. And then there's another egg tray too. So interesting. Word frequency is really about the words that are populating your filtered keywords in terms of frequency. So singular words. This right here says 991 next to egg. So that means in all of these filtered keywords, for 991 of them, the keyword egg, the singular word egg, appears in those phrases. So this is really, really, really beneficial just to get an understanding of which words are doing really, really well or being searched for on Amazon. So that way, when it comes to you writing your listing or just getting a feel for what is doing well or driving traffic, you would be able to use this to optimize your listing better. Let's see here. Let's take a look at some of these other filters. We also have search volume, which usually when you're looking for keywords or you're looking at keywords, you want something that's high in demand. So the higher the search volume, right, it basically says that there's more people that are searching for those keywords or looking to buy something like that. So here you can filter the results of the keywords based on the search volume you might want. So let's say maybe you don't want something as low as 20 because that keyword is, if you end up spending money for it for paid advertising, or even if you're just trying to, pick keywords to use in your listing, you don't want to go too low and maybe use up space for some of that could have been used for other higher volume keywords that are more relevant. And so you could filter that out by putting in a min and max here. Super helpful. Cerebro IQ score is interesting because it compares your competing products with your search volume. So it's relative to your competing products and your search volume. You'll see here it says 2,468 for Cerebro IQ score. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean anything. It just tells you, okay, there's 139 competing products and about 343 people that are searching for that per month on average. Now here, let's see if we can find something that's much lower. I mean, here we have the 20, right, which is very low search volume in comparison to there's more than 1,000 competing products for this long tail keyword. All right, we also have organic rank. So as I mentioned before, where is that product really showing up when a consumer types something in or types in a keyword, where is this product showing up? So you can filter that down. This naturally for word count will automatically filter down at 2 for minimum, but you can change that if you want something that's, you know, a single word. That's totally fine too. Title density. So this is a little bit newer. This is based off of Bradley's Maldives honeymoon launch strategy, but this is really exciting because it tells you how many of those products that are on the first page have the searched for keyword in their actual title. And it's also listed right down here in title density. And you would be able to filter that to get an understanding of, okay, well, how many of the products that are being listed for these keywords have that phrase in their actual title. So here you can see it says 24 of the products that are up there for this key phrase have the actual key phrase in the title.
Is it 24 in the first page, 34 in the first page, or overall in the first like 7 pages?
It's in the first page.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. This is a very good information actually, because it gives you a little bit of a, you know, overlook of the competition. I love this kind of data, you know, or for example, sponsor ASINs, competing products. This is really good because you can easily match. This is what I was thinking about. You know, you can easily match this tool that provides you this kind of information about your competitors and your potential with black box that we've introduced yesterday when you're doing product research, right? So you can get a deeper dive into what your competition looks like in terms of ranking right now.
Yes, exactly. And it's really beneficial just to get an understanding of, even if you were to type in like a competitor's product, to get an understanding of, okay, well, like what's really doing well? You know, what are they targeting for their sponsored ads? Because then when you're seeing, okay, what are they really, you know, using to drive their ads, you can get a better understanding of what you might want to use to drive your traffic, which is incredibly beneficial. I mean,
yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask you, and also for our users here, is there a way to isolate these sponsored terms from the organic terms here? Because Helium 10 also here with Cerebro gives you 2 different numbers, right? Can you show us how to do that?
Yeah, so perfect timing for your question, because the next filter says match type, which is basically where you would be able to select, okay, if you just want to take a look at the organic words or just the sponsored, you would be able to do that here. And again, Amazon recommended, as I explained before, are keywords that Amazon recommends you run PPC advertising for.
The next question is, how do you get, as a tool, because you're not Amazon, how do you get this Amazon recommended? Is it like from the API of Amazon? Is it from the search bar? Because I know that, for example, Amazon recommends you some kind of keywords when you are launching a campaign, right? So they know already for the relevancy score what kind of keyword your product should be associated with. So I guess this is the way Helium 10 gets the Amazon recommended keyword.
Yeah, there's a specific algorithm that Amazon basically uses, and Helium 10 has been able to tap into that a little bit, but in terms of, we know that it's in coordination with the key phrases to the ASIN, and so they have some sort of scoring that goes from like 1 to like 999, and if that key phrase happens to be closer to like 999, then you would see Amazon recommended rank is the position would be 1, and then obviously as it goes lower, then the coordination or the correspondence of the actual ASIN to the keyword is lower.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's really cool. And actually, I want to say here, Cerebro is probably the best tool when it comes to getting the sponsored products, sponsored terms, and the suggestions for PPC keywords, let's say in a much easier way. I have tried personally different tools, and this is probably the only tool that actually gives you an overlook of all the sponsored terms used by the competitors and what you should be using, and they're quite accurate, actually. I have to say that Helium 10, because I've also been using for quite a few years, has been doing dramatic improvement when it comes to keyword selection. It's really, really amazing.
Yeah, we love to hear that. Yeah, no, I love how much information that you can really pull from tools like this that save you so much invaluable time and money. But yeah, even just like, of course, there's Amazon choice as well. So here you have analyzed product, other product, and no badges. So what does analyzed product mean? It means at the time of this being analyzed, this, for example, you see how this is navy blue. This means that this product that we searched for is the Amazon's choice for this keyword at this time. Whereas if you have other product, then that means that there is an Amazon choice. There is a product that has the Amazon's choice badge, but it's not the product that we searched up. So you would even be able to filter down, okay, well, is there an Amazon's choice badge that some other product has? You would also be able to figure out, okay, there's no badge at all for this key phrase. So for example, chicken crates wooden, there's no Amazon's choice badge for any of the products that are currently ranking. So you'd be able to filter that down using this specific feature.
Can we do a little bit of a, fun exercise here? Let's say that we're launching a new, egg tray because we use our black box. And now we are using Cerebro to discover potential keywords we want to rank for. What are the top 5 or top 3 keywords based on this data we see here that you would try to push ranking for, probably with some, social media campaigns or PPC? Based on the data that you see here, where do you see the highest potential?
Okay, so interestingly enough, right, you would be able to, of course, this is relative to the eye. It's more so what you want to experiment with. So there's no correct way to really, pick. But I always like taking a look at the CPR, which basically stands for the Cerebro product rank. And what that means is it basically tells you how many products that you would need to give away for free or at a discount on Amazon over an 8-day period to rank that product at the top of the first page for that key phrase, which is really interesting data, right? Because it tells you the lower that number basically is, it to me signifies opportunity, right? But also you can use that in coordination with search volume. So here you have 34 products over, an 8-day period with significant search volume. I think that's great opportunity right there, right?
Yeah, I was trying to do the same match, combine it with search volume. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many ways to go about it as well. You can take a look at even just different match types if you want to run. You see, for example, this right here, you have the Smart Complete, you have the Amazon recommended, not Smart Complete, sponsored, organic, and the Amazon recommended. So here you would take a look at it, you say, okay, 222 search volume, you can decide if that's sufficient for you to run sponsored ads for, So just kind of picking and choosing to use the data to your benefit and then making an educated choice if that's in your best interest based on the budget maybe you have. Yeah, so I believe that's all the columns as well.
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm really happy that we do very quick and packed of information videos. We keep it very short. And I think, we already gave a lot of data here, especially to people who are just starting to sell on Amazon and they want some direction in this, very, messy jungle with so many products all around here and there. So this is definitely a good way to start. Guys, always keep in mind to check what you're doing, to be careful about what you're doing, to try to understand the tool before you start, throwing numbers and keywords into your Seller Central, into your PPC campaigns. Otherwise, it's just going to waste a lot of time and money and potential.
Absolutely. Yeah, there is definitely, we also have pro training videos as well on the Helium 10 site. So if you want to get a better understanding, that's, maybe how to run multi-ASIN searches, all that information would be able to be accessed via Helium 10's pro training videos for Cerebro.
This is super cool. So a lot of things here, guys, just give it a try. We talked about black box in the previous video. We're talking about Cerebro here. We see a lot of opportunities here. I love the fact that we can match, the data, combining them with sponsor terms. This is very important with the organic rank. I think also Helium 10 does a very good job in finding the right organic rank. whenever we check. I've been using personally a lot of tools, because we provide this kind of service that is ranking service. So having a tool that actually checks the organic rank is very, very important. So yes, guys. So thank you very much once again, Shivali, and I think I will see you at the next video where, what are we going to talk about?
So in the next video, we'll talk about magnet, which basically is exactly what it sounds like. You put in a keyword and it shows you relevant keywords. So other keywords that are either related to that keyword or would do equally as well.
That's amazing. So thank you very much for being here, guys. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and ask us any kind of question if you want to get in touch with us, or if you want to have more information. I'll see you at the next video. Thank you.
Thank you.